Hey guys, and welcome to the school station. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about thermal insulation. This is a required lab practical for AQA GCSE Physics 91 paper from the unit Energy and Energy Resources. So this required lab practical will probably be held in your school, but I'm just going to be explaining the basics of this practical. So first of all, whenever we actually start a practical, we always have to understand the aim of the practical. So the aim of the practical in this investigation is that you'll be studying the rate of cooling of a beaker of hot water when it is insulated with different insulating materials. So what you have to do is you have to get different types of materials, like for example bubble wrap, foil, paper, and so on, and you want to see which one actually has insulated the water the best. And the way you're going to actually see this is actually by testing them with the same volume of water at the same time, and you'll be able to see that whichever water has the smallest change in temperature, that is basically the best insulator. So first of all, we actually have to set up the practical. So you should definitely do this with the supervision of an adult. But over here, this is basically how it should look like. So you should probably have about, like, I would say about having 5 to 6 beakers. So you would basically have an insulating materials. So what I did was I actually the 5 insulating materials the 4 insulating materials that we got was foil, bubble wrap, paper, and black paper, because obviously black paper is more effective than paper, which is what we thought. So this is why we just got foil, bubble wrap, paper, and black paper. And the 5th beaker, we basically left it empty, so without any insulating material. So altogether we had 5 beakers. And now we're going to go on to actually show you guys the instructions of what to do in this practical. So the number one thing you have to do is you have to set up 5 beakers with different insulating materials, and you just wrap each of the different insulating materials around each of the 4 beakers, and the 5th beaker you leave it alone. And then the second thing you do is to actually pour 200 centimeters cubed of hot water into your beaker. So just make sure that even if you don't get 200 centimeters cubed of hot water, just get the same volume of water for every single beaker, because that's what's going to keep it as a fair test. Number 3, use a piece of cardboard with a hole for the thermometer as a lid for the beaker. Number 4, push the thermometer through the hole in the cardboard lid so that its bulb is in the hot water. Number 5, measure the temperature of the hot water and record this in the table, which I'm going to be showing you guys later, in the correct row for your insulating material. And then you start the stopwatch. Every 5 minutes, measure the temperature of the water and record it in table 1. Continue for 20 minutes, and then you record the results. And as you're going, you record the results. And last of all, you can start drawing a cooling curve graphs, which we are not going to be talking about in this video, but you will be able to see about cooling curve graphs maybe later on in the future of the school station channel. But this is basically what you have to do. You just have to continue for 20 minutes, and every 5 minutes you measure the temperature of each of the beakers, and then you should record your results in a table. So now I'm going to show you guys which type of table you can record your results in. So this is how my table looks like. So this is what I record my results in. So basically I have 5 different materials. So I've got none, which means that I have no material in this beaker. The second beaker has foil wrapped around it. The third one has bubble wrap wrapped around it, paper, and black paper. Okay, so these are the 5 beakers that we actually tested out. We also have the temperature. We have to actually measure the temperature every single 5 minutes for each of the 5 beakers. Okay, so for example, let's say for the none, you may actually have in 0 minutes 75 degrees Celsius, but after 20 minutes it might drop down to 46 degrees Celsius. So you have to basically keep measuring every 5 minutes, and the one that has the smallest change in temperature is basically the best insulating material, because obviously it was able to keep its temperature the highest for the longest time, so therefore it is a good insulating material. So all you have to do is just basically calculate the difference from 0 minutes to 20 minutes for each of the materials, and you'll be able to see which is the best insulating material. So that's basically everything about this thermal insulation lab practical. Just as an overview of what we have learned today, we have learned the basics of the thermal insulation practical, and we've also learned how to record your results in a table, but obviously there is also a cooling curve graph which may be talked about in the future of the School Station videos. Thumbs up and subscribe to the School Station for more free science and maths lessons. Bye guys!